Top 6 carbs to avoid for a better health. Reducing your sugar intake is crucial if you're attempting to get healthier or reduce weight. Sugary meals, as you may know, induce inflammation in the body, which, when often ingested, can result in a host of health issues. You might not be aware, though, that many of the foods we eat include hidden sources of specific carbs that are much more harmful than sugar. I'll be introducing you to some of the worst carbohydrates for your health in this video. Some of these can be preventing you from reaching your desired healthy body or from losing weight. If you have any medical concerns, consult your doctor before watching this video, as it is solely meant for educational purposes. Number 1. White bread. I'd want to discuss white bread with standard table sugar as my second food. The type of bread you might put in your coffee has a glycemic index of about 63, while white bread has a score of between 70 and 90. This means that because white bread contains so much starch, it raises blood sugar levels more than other foods. Made from processed grains, which eliminates all the natural nutrients included in wheat, bread is extremely refined food. In addition to causing inflammation in the intestinal lining, the yeasts that make bread also create gluten, which has been connected to autoimmune illnesses like hypothyroidism and skin issues. Thus, since all bread products, including bagels, pizza crusts, naans, flatbread, and so on, are prepared with extremely refined flour, cut back on your intake of bread. Alternatively, you could use almond or coconut flour together with mozzarella cheese to make a really healthful low-carb bread. I'll also include a link to one of my all-time favorite recipes below. As you can see, my goal is not to condemn all carbohydrates. Rather, I want to inform you about the meals that can be really harming your health and provide some suggestions for gradual adjustments. Recall that maintaining good health is a journey, not a sprint. Even if you've been eating these items for years, try replacing 1 or 2 of them for a month and see how that makes you feel better and allows you to think more clearly. Number 2. Maltodextrin. The most hazardous carbohydrate is a type of filler known as maltodextrin. With a glycemic index of 100, pure sugar, or glucose, elevates blood sugar levels more quickly than other foods, making it difficult to lose weight and contributing to weariness and cognitive issues. On the other hand, maltodextrin rates even higher, between 110 and 136 than pure sugar. When you eat, your blood sugar spikes dramatically, which leads to insulin resistance and inflammation all over your body. Sadly, you may find this hidden in a lot of processed foods that you buy at the grocery store, including bread, crackers, chips, spaghetti, spice mixes, artificial sweeteners, and a long list of other items. Food producers are incorporating this as a filler or bulking ingredient to boost their earnings and enhance the appetizing qualities of their products. Regretfully, maltodextrin is classified as a chemically modified starch rather than sugar. Therefore, it's frequently concealed in goods with the claim sugar-free, particularly those like protein bars, energy drinks, and table sauces. Since this maltodextrin is derived from genetically modified corn, it also contains minute amounts of herbicides, which harm the gut flora and cause autoimmune illnesses, psoriasis, and other skin and health issues. Since maltodextrin, modified food starch, corn syrup, glucose syrup, and glucose polymers are all the same and are arguably the most harmful carbohydrates that I'm aware of, you should start looking for them on product labels. Steer clear of these foods at all costs. Since homemade keto, low-carb breads and desserts are healthier and won't include artificial ingredients or fillers, I'd advise making them yourself. Number 3. Instant oatmeal. Instant oatmeal comes in at number 3. Many people recommend instant oatmeal as a nutritious and excellent breakfast choice. Sadly, this is just a falsehood. Instant oatmeal is highly processed food that impairs focus and lowers energy levels after consumption. Because of this, it is among the worst breakfast foods that you can eat. Phytic acid, found in large quantities in all oats, whole grain, or instant, binds to the minerals in your digestive tract and keeps you from absorbing them. These include minerals like calcium, magnesium, potassium, zinc, and sulfur, all of which are necessary. Therefore, have a high-protein breakfast that includes pasture-raised eggs and possibly some mashed avocado instead of porridge. Your blood sugar will remain steady after this type of meal for a longer period of time, improving your mood and sharpness of focus, as well as providing you with a continuous supply of energy. If you're finding any of this information helpful, please hit the like button. Subscribe and turn all notifications on so that I may keep you updated with the latest health and nutrition tips. Number 4. Rice syrup. White rice's broken down starches are boiled into a syrup to create rice syrup, a sweetener. One of the foods with the highest glycemic index is this one, which is frequently added to baked goods like bread, cakes, and cookies that are sold commercially. Moreover, cereals, energy bars, snacks, sweetened beverages like soda, and flavored yogurt all include it. This is used in place of sugar since it binds the components together rather effectively and has a syrupy viscosity that gives the cuisine greater chewness. Since it replaces honey, this item is highly popular among vegans. However, if your health is a concern, I would advise staying away from it completely. It has an extremely high glycemic index and frequently contains arsenic, a hazardous element that raises the risk of cancer, heart disease, and issues with a child's developing brain or bones. Number 5. Pretzels. Pretzels rank number 5 and are another popular snack food. Additionally, hard pretzels have a very high glycemic index between 80 and 85. Eating them causes a considerable slowdown in weight loss because it increases the hormone insulin, which prevents you from burning fat. Pretzels and other dried table snacks are examples of highly processed foods that you should absolutely stay away from if you're attempting to lose weight. A handmade hummus is considerably more nourishing and fulfilling, so I'd suggest dipping some carrot or celery into it instead. You might also try guacamole or nut butter in place of the dip. Number 6. Rice cakes. Now let's talk about rice cakes number 4. Because rice cakes are a relatively low-calorie snack, many people eat them when trying to reduce weight. These rice cakes may seem low in calories, but they contain dangerously high quantities of arsenic and actually cause blood sugar to surge far higher than table sugar. They're also a highly common baby meal that you should really stay away from. To make rice cakes even more harmful, additional substances like maltodextrin are added. All puffed up grains, including cereals, should be avoided as they have a similar impact to rice cakes, raising blood sugar levels and causing a variety of other issues. A small amount usually doesn't pose too much of a problem for most people, but when you pair this with some of the other meals on the list, you find yourself consuming a daily soup of hazardous chemicals, which builds up within your body. Start choosing your meals more carefully to reset the scale. Eat as much natural food as possible that hasn't undergone extensive processing. I would suggest grass-fed butter, avocados, extra virgin olive oil, oily salmon, and entire cuts of meat. Consume clean, organic veggies and sip fresh mineral water from a bottle. Your sense of self and general well-being will improve the more you can tilt the balances in favor of health. Lastly, I would want to include high fructose corn syrup as one more food item on this list. Another sweetener created from highly processed corn sugar is high fructose corn syrup. This is now used instead of traditional cane sugars, particularly in soda drinks. It has been connected to obesity, gout, renal disease, fatty liver disease, and metabolic syndrome. This syrup doesn't enter every cell directly, since it doesn't cause blood sugar to increase the way ordinary sucrose sugar does. It has the same harmful effects as alcohol, requiring the liver to metabolize it first, leading to inflammation and the accumulation of fat in the liver. For flavor and sweetness, this is frequently added to processed meals, yogurts, and salad dressings. Thus, kindly be aware of this. The good news is that you can get back on track and aid your body in eliminating any stored toxins if you've been consuming these meals for a long time. You might want to think about using an intermittent fasting regimen. Fasting promotes autophagy, a process by which your body repairs damaged proteins and tissues by repurposing them as new, healthy components. Another piece of advice is to drink apple cider vinegar and lemon water every day to help cleanse your liver and get rid of any fat that has accumulated there. I'd also recommend cutting out the dangerous foods and other forms of sugar that we've discussed in this video. Thank you so much for watching another of my videos today, and as always, I wish you great health, wealth, and happiness.